Hello, my friends. Every once in a while, I try to go live with all of you. And I posted an interesting topic recently that I wanted to go live with you really quickly about. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But this topic is real talk, and it's the topic of rejection. What can we learn from rejection? What is something you've learned from rejection? I would love to hear your comments. If you have them in, just put them in the comment section. Um, but go ahead and include yourself in this live chat. Some of the comments I got when I asked this question, real talk rejection, what can we learn from it? A friend of mine said, I always ask. The worst they can say is no. If that's not the answer I want, I go where I can find it or I do it myself. Another friend said, as long as I don't reject myself, it's all good. Something more exciting is waiting for me around the corner. Another friend said, rejection is not about me. And another friend said, it's not in God's plan. What do you guys think about rejection and how do you handle it? What have you learned from it? I want to tell you what I've actually learned from rejection. Um, I learned that rejection keeps me from distraction, that sometimes rejection actually turns me in a different direction from where I was going. And you know what? I've often learned, if not always learned, that there's something better waiting for me on the other side of rejection. And I don't want to discount the fact that rejection is painful. I have been through some painful rejection. There's rejection that's as little as, can I have something? And someone says no, that's rejection. But there's the big pain of rejection when it comes from family or from partners. And that's where it becomes harder to handle the rejection. And I think that's where we grow the most. I've learned not to bypass the pain of rejection. And I've learned to use various tools to help me grow through it. I would love to hear from all of you. Something I have learned in the midst of rejection is to completely go through the grief of rejection, to not bypass the pain of what rejection might look like. Um, and that is just something about as little as admitting the emotions involved, admitting the feelings involved. And of course, if it's the rejection of a marriage or partnership, rejection that comes from that, there's going to be a big grief period. We might even need to get counseling or therapy to help us get through that, depending what it is. But I'm really interested in the conversation with you, and I'd love to continue this conversation in the days and weeks ahead. If you just post a comment and let us know the answer. Rejection. What have you learned from various times of rejection in your life? How have you overcome it? How do you get to the other side? Have you had a change in perspective and how you deal with it? And like I said, I think most recently what I have learned is going through the deepest kind of rejection, and getting to the other side, knowing that actually there was something better waiting for me. And actually, the rejection for me was a turn in a different direction. I was able to make the choice to go with it and run with it. I think it's an opportunity to get off the ground and start moving again. It's an opportunity to ask ourselves, maybe, what do we want out of life? What are we dreaming for? How can we be better? Um, what might something different look like for us? And what opportunities might present for us in the midst of this rejection or in moving forward from rejection? So I would love to hear from you. This is as far as I'm going to go with our short little conversation, but post a comment. Let's keep this conversation going. Women, we deal with rejection a lot and we have to overcome it. And I would love to learn from you. I would love to hear your comments. So go ahead and comment. Say hi, if nothing else. Introduce yourself. I look forward to chatting with you further in the future with other girl talk type conversations. I will talk to you soon. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye bye.